Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of the Newcastle series. We're going to open the episode by talking about the transfers we have made as we have finished it down there. Made one more signing for the striker position to give competition for Alexander Isak, since he hasn't really started performing yet this season compared to last season where he was the top scorer in the Premier League. After a few games so far this season, he's not really found enough for him. It doesn't really look like he's going to pick that up anytime soon. So we brought in a striker to be the backup to him. Actually, we've also brought Eder Militao. We brought in Cody Gakpo. You can see some of the other transfers teams have made, that Rodrigo and Goretzka leaving teams. They open McConnell, also leaving for Leverkusen. Tomorrow making a big move there. Costa, and as you can see, we brought in Randall Kolo Muani, the Frenchman, the 6'2" Frenchman, a pacey striker with decent agility and stuff like that. And he's actually going to make his debut in this episode. He's going to be the rotational option between him and Alexander Isak. Obviously, Isak last season was one of our top scorers in the Premier League. Well, he was the top scorer, 26 goals in 26 games. He scored a similar amount as Haaland, but due to doing it in less games, he got the top scorer award. And we're just going to run you through some of the other transfers that have happened there. There's some big transfers happening. Man United have strengthened and also sold Jadon Sancho. Some of the big players have joined teams. And obviously, we're on the Champions League this season, so we're going to come up against some of these bigger teams that have signed some big players. And we also brought in Mason Mount, Nicolas Gonzalez, a player that I used in the Fiorentina rebuild, which was actually my very first rebuild, I believe it was. A great player. I recommend you guys use him in this FIFA. Need to actually use him sometime soon. But we're going to get into our first game of the episode here, and which is up against Sheffield United. You can see they've only picked up 3 points so far. We picked up 6 points, so a similar one with the second team. We should get a fairly easy victory here. Mickey van der Ven makes his Premier League debut, I believe, in this episode as well in this game. The Dutch centre back we signed from Wolfsburg will pick up a 5-1 victory with Jeremy Doku, Enrique Elise, Alexander Oxlade-Chamberlain coming off the bench, and Anthony Gordon also scoring late on in the game. That's an emphatic victory to start the episode off. Let's get into our first Champions League game up against Ajax. Okay, so looking at our Champions League group, as you can see, we've got a fairly easy group. I feel like we should finish top of, obviously, with our team. The only team that I feel like could give us a challenge is Ajax, but at the same time, obviously Ajax have a couple of low-rated players due to their team being a bunch of younger players compared to our team, as you can see, which is absolutely incredible. And also, one thing I want to show you here is the games that we have coming up next. We've got Man City, we've got Man United in the Cup, who obviously we lost to United twice last episode, so this is a big game for us. You can see there we lost 3-2 in the league and then 3-2 also in the Community Shield. So United are a team that we're struggling against so far, and Liverpool also in this episode as well, as you can see. So we're probably going to assume this game against Ajax as the first group stage game, as I don't actually usually play the group stage in career mode because there's not really much on the line in my opinion, and it isn't really the most fun to play. I prefer playing the knockout games when it's like obviously only one team can go through. But we're going to assume this one here at St James's Park, Champions League debut this season. As you can see, Kolo Muani is going to make his debut in the team. I'm going to pick up what's it going to be? It's going to be a 3-0 victory. Mason Mount, Almiron, and Almiron scoring twice, to see that from the Paraguayan. Okay, so here we are, the first game. We're going to play the episode up against Man City. As you can see, they're currently top of the table, 1 point ahead of us, level on points with Man United. And Man City are a team that we didn't really struggle against last season. If I remember correctly, we actually managed to beat them in a game when we picked up 2 draws and we faced them 3 times in an episode. But Alexander Isak was starting for this game. No, but we want to see what Kolo Muani is made of. We're going to see what Kolo Muani is. We're going to bring Medina with us for this one. We're going to start Gakpo down the left instead of Alice Maximan. And yeah, let's get into this game with this team. As you can see, we've got a pretty good bench now with the players that we have. Elise is also a player that we have to rotate with Willock. Obviously, Willock was a starting cam last season until we brought in Mason Mount for this season. He started off his life here at Newcastle pretty well. He scored a couple of goals, got a couple of good assists for us. Let's get into this one though. At St James's Park up against a pretty good Man City team. Have they made any signings that we need to report? We've got Alphonso Davies at left back. That's the only change to the team. But even so, that's a pretty good Man City team. Let's get into this and hopefully pick up a victory to kick off the first played game of the episode and start it off in the best way possible, because we've got United and Liverpool to play directly after this. It's going to come into play. But further now played, I always struggle against in career mode due to his dribbling capabilities, and Pope makes a great save early on. And we give it back to Foden, and Pope makes another great save. And then, who's this? Joelinton's on the ball. Okay, we've got very fortunately that Joelinton got there. Kieran Trippier. Why does it give you the tutorials after every single update they do? So annoying. Can we win the header? Yes we do, but it's saved by Edison and cleared off the line by Morris. I'm not sure how much Morris really knew about what he was doing there, but he obviously got to it in the end. Okay, so close to opening the lead there. Get ahead to Cody Gakpo. The former Liverpool man skips round. Joao Cancelo, I believe it was, and shoots. Edison forced to Kolo Muani and will take it. It's not the nicest goal in the world, but a striker needs to be in those positions. And Kolo Muani got his first goal for Newcastle. At home, in front of the fans, number 18 has been given. And yeah, it's a great bit of skill by Cody Gakpo, great strike. Edison parries it. Obviously, he expects as one of his fullbacks or defenders to be there, or try to get it out for a corner at least. But Kolo Muani in the perfect place at the perfect time, puts the ball in the back of the net and opens the score. Or opens the scoring, I should say. Against Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez now. Oh no. Into Haaland. Haaland, okay. I can see the straight and kick off. And Haaland. I felt we should have blocked it, but I don't know. Let's watch again. Yeah, we doesn't get a cross in time, and then a cross goal. Pope probably should be making a save, but it's Erling Haaland, and City, as quickly as we got a goal for ourselves, they get a goal even quicker. Erling Haaland now. Joelinton, challenge is misplaced. That's a long advantage. I'm not surprised though. Always happens with AI. They get the longest advantage in the world. Conceded again. Riyad Mahrez this time. I mean, it is Man City, but still, I feel like we don't deserve to be losing this game right now. So yeah, we should have got to that, and then here, Haaland. Not sure how Mahrez is finding that much room, but he does. And with 2-1 down. Kolo Muani. Mahrez has picked up an injury. Mahrez. Into Kolo Muani, he shoots. Edison makes a save though. The shot was straight at him, to be fair. Kolo Muani creating opportunities for himself. That's one thing Isak hasn't been doing. He hasn't been getting those positions. That's why we brought in Kolo Muani to begin with. There's a Mount. Almiron now. There's a Mount. And the shot is... No, there's no way. Okay, there's no way. No.
Well, that was tight, but he was just offside. It was a good finish, though.
Why does this happen to me, man? Look, we literally give it to Kolo Muani, and that shot is going in. That's 100% going to be a goal, but it hits Cody Gakpo and is offside, so it doesn't count. Almiron. Oh, the fact they've got Alphonso Davies just stops me from running at them. Mason Mount now hit it. Mason Mount, saved by Edison. Oh, it's kept in play. Kolo Muani. Blocked by Ruben Diaz, and it's now a corner. Almiron. Putting it in, and we can't get to the end of it. Mason Mount keeps driving. Mason Mount needs an option again here. No one's giving him an option. There we go. Joelinton hit that over the bar though. Need options quicker though, lads. We need to become shorter so we can link up play. This is pace up against City. That's his technical ability. Joelinton. Joelinton gets space to hit one here. Joelinton, it's over the bar yet again, man. Mason Mount does so. Saint-Maximin now. There's a huge play for his last season. Saint-Maximin, it's over the bar yet again. Foden now. Ball over to Haaland. Great block there by Eden Militao. Hour and a half, I should say. Have you given these options, man? Okay, good defending. In Mount now. But again, they're just honours, man. I can't get away. Haaland's got to score here, ain't he? Pope. What a save by Erling, to deny Erling Haaland by Nick Pope. Honestly, he deserves something from this game. What is that pass, Bruno? I think it was Medina, actually. Medina. Joe Midoku hit that. Joe Midoku straight at Edison there when he parries it. And no one gets on the rebound. On the Haaland. Haaland running through again here. Great defending by Militao. Get out. Trippier. Doku now. Mason Mount. Okay to Doku. Oh, why? What is that pass? No. I've been screwed there. why would... No, we're watching that back. I want you to see. In what ward would Doku play past to Kolo Muani and play behind him like that? And where's that?
And there it is, the final whistle, and it ends
We
in
don't
real
deserve to lose.
disappointment.
We really don't. We deserve something from this game. Okay, well, next game we're going to play us against Man United in the Carabao Cup. As the last episode to beat us 3-2 in the Community Shield and then 3-2 in the league in 2 games. I feel like we should have got something from, obviously, in the FA Community Shield. We should have done better than we did. And in the league game, I feel like we should have got a win or at least a draw in that game. We're going to get into this one at the Old Trafford with our second team, as you can see. And yeah, let's get into it and see how this team performs. And hopefully we can go through, as obviously we are the reigning champions of this competition. We won it last season. We won all 3 trophies you can win in England in the Premier League. We won the FA Cup, Community Shield, no, FA Cup, Carabao Cup and Premier League. So obviously we'll look to defend all 3 titles this season. But let's get into the game at Old Trafford and hopefully win up against our rivals this season, which are Man United. United early on here, the LOV target. Okay, I did put in a challenge there, but apparently not. You're not pulling out the footwork. Ozyman, shot saved by Pope. I feel like the tactics for the second team aren't probably set up at some point. We're going to have to pause it at some point and do that. Doku's done well there. Can he get it through to Enrique? Enrique, man said, he might have scored a hat-trick against Man City. Puts one past David De Gea to open the scoring here. The young Argentinian, the 22-year-old, only 74 rated, I believe he is, a 75 rated, one of the 2. But he's a fantastic striker and can bury goals for us, as we've already seen. And he scores a big one here up against United, fed through by Doku. And it's a great finish by Enrique. Put under pressure by Tuanzebe, but he gets a shot away in time, and nothing David De Gea can do about that. And 1-0 up here at Old Trafford. Love to see it. Amadiola now. Oh no, it's fed it through to Bruno. Yeah, great defending there from Van de Ven. A positional play. I'm sure I didn't just shoot. Oh, he's got a bit of skill. Oh, Elise. Can you get it back to... Oh, Elise, you've got to be able to play that pass, man. I was thinking about starting Willock in this game, but I went with Elise. So then now, oh no. I'm set my centre back, please, game. Can you let me just select my centre back for once, not a centre mid that's nowhere near the ball? When it moved me to the long stuff, I wanted to be Van de Ven so I can come over and block Ozyman here. Like right here, I'm trying to select Van de Ven, but it switches me to someone else. United are back in this game. There's a player switching in this game, as usual, is useless. Botman, it's actually Van de Ven there putting the challenge against Bruno Fernandes. Rashford, oh no, Bruno. Pope, what a save. No. Longstaff. It's done well there. Doku now, threading it back through. Turned dedicated to grab a second goal. A great save from Pope at the other end. Followed up by a great bit of play. Going forward, Longstaff to Doku. Through to Enrique for a second time, and he puts the ball in the back of the net yet again. Behind David De Gea, nothing he can do about that one. I thought for a second David De Gea was going to come out in time to stop us, but he didn't. And right here, when he took that touch as far as he's overran it, but he gets there in time. Puts it in the back of the net, and we're now 2-1 up in a game that we deserve to be winning, to be fair. Pope's made some great saves, but I feel like overall we've been a better team so far. Get that back. There we go. Oh my. Back to De Gea. Go Man United. De Gea over to Lindelof. No, Casemiro, sorry. But it's Lindelof in that position. Well, out here to Rodrigo. That's actually Marcus Rashford, sorry. There's Fred. How have I conceded there, man? I actually pressed the player pass out of the way, get the ball out, and the game did nothing. Now watch. Right there, I'm pressing to play a pass, and the game just does absolutely nothing. We're under pressure there, but no one else came with us, so they managed to play around us. Van de Ven good defending there, unfortunately couldn't get the challenge in. Now Rashford, if they score here, man, however, I'm going to lose again to United, and we don't deserve to bloody lose a single game.
Well, I have to say, he's done really well here. He's in the right place.
Ow.
Just unable to get his cross beyond the first
Get that out. Got one chance there.
2 minutes of stoppage time.
Well, I haven't messed it up. Like, how? No. There's no excuse there. Have to play a simple pass. Why are you not making a run, St. Maximan? Go, St. Maximan. And St. Maximan, get the finish. Here we go. You're not doing this to us, United. You're not doing this to us. You don't deserve it. We won this competition last season. We're coming for it again this season. And you're not going to beat us in this fashion. Simple as that. We want it more. We deserve it more. Granted, the Pope's made a lot of great saves in this game. A lot of them you probably wouldn't have seen. And United have had a couple of great chances, but they just don't deserve to score the goals they've scored in the way they scored them. But St. Maximan, I thought he messed it up there, but he gets a strike away. And what's it going to go to? Is it a replay? Is it penalties? Is it extra time? It's penalties. Okay, here we go. Penalties for United in the Carabao Cup. Pope v Bruno. You tried to Penenka down the centre. Who do you think you are, Bruno Fernandes? Cannon Wilson, though. Didn't have anything to do in the game when he came on, but he scores his pen. Beats David De Gea. Rashford now. Rashford v Pope, and Pope makes another great save. Okay, Joe Willock. Joe Willock, we go bottom right, and he buries it. Okay, we saved this, it's done. Rodrigo. Pope makes another great save. If we beat De Gea, it's done. Quinton Timber. Quinton Timber, have that, United. A perfect penalty shootout. I am the penalty king. Nick Pope is a penalty killer. And we're through to the next leg. After the Carabao Cup, it shouldn't have been that hard. It shouldn't have been that stressful, but it's Man United at the end of the day. We get over them in the end. And now we can move on to our next game, which is not going to be any less stressful against Liverpool back in the Prem. Okay, so here we are, the game up against Liverpool in the Premier League. Let's just get straight into this one up against an interesting Liverpool team with Barrea, David Alaba and Mats Hummels in the defence. Let's get into this and hopefully pick a winner against Liverpool to bounce back after that loss in the Premier League to Man City. And after this game, we take on Arsenal as well for the final game of the episode. We're going to play. We're possibly going to sim a bunch after that. Let's get into this one at Anfield, sorry. I almost said Old Trafford there. At Anfield, and hopefully pick a win here to maintain our push for the title again this season and actually beat a team that have the best defence in the league. They currently only conceded 2 goals in 5 games. It's quite impressive to be fair. They're also undefeated. This is going to be quite a big task at Anfield to defeat them. But I think this team is capable of doing so, and hopefully Kolo Muani can prove how we brought him in. Where's Diaz now? This is not looking good for us there. Mohamed Salah bringing the ball forward, but Joe Gomez, his former teammate, denies him there. But Navigator somehow gets past him. Barrea shoots and scores high in the wood, and Navigator get that ball past Joe Gomez. That's what I want to know. I had the ball. The first shot of the game, they score. Like what, right here, we had has not made the challenge, and then there's no reason for him to do what he did, other than the game made him do it. Joelinton. How long when shooting got this season? He did score one before, but I feel like we're going to need a better centre mid at some point instead of Joelinton. He's not bad, but better get, you know what I mean, come up that league. Also now in the Champions League, we need players who are Champions League level. That's maybe why Almiron might have to get going at some point. Maybe even Joe Gomez, which is it's 2-0 Liverpool. I thought we had the ball there. I thought I was actually covering the pass, but some of the ball still goes to Firmino.
Well, let's take another look, and I'm not sure what the keeper was thinking there. Just look at his position. He made it far too easy for him to score.
Well, left turning. I mean, that is not the pass I was looking for. Mason Mount get the pass away. There we go. Mason Mount, you're meant to make that run on Mason Mount, but Mason Mount's done well. Mason Mount! That's what you love to see. Mason Mount is our clutch player right now. When we need a goal, Mason Mount's the man who comes forward for it. It's a great strike as well from Mason Mount under pressure. I was expecting St. Maximan to make the run there into the centre, but he doesn't. So I have to go alone with Mason Mount. And he gets away from Fabinho and rifles one past Alisson. It's a great strike. and we're back in this game. A game that we deserve to be winning. We've had like 13 or 14 shots in this game. They've had 4. But finally we beat Alisson. Might just done that, have you? Okay, has to get the ball. Two Scotsmen going at it here, but Tony wins the battle straight away. If they somehow score here, have that. Massive man. Gap post coming on soon. Isak through. The massive man. And a massive man for perhaps his final involvement in the game. Can he finally finish? Yes, he does. He deserves to celebrate this one, lad. Isak with the assist. And Alan St. Maximan with a goal. Cody Gap post going to come on. I'm not sure about overchange. Just Jeremy Doku is going to come on as well for Almiron. Just get some fresh legs in this team. And push for the win.
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which
It's a great through ball by Isak, great involvement, and Alan St. Maximan finds the finish. Okay, you need to be running. You need to be running at David Alaba, man. What is he doing? Someone explain to me why your wingers don't make runs. Jolinton over the ball. Why do the wingers not make runs in that position? There's no reason for them not to run there. That's their job. But again, just makes them stop and just not do anything. He has won that, but he's given the ball away though. Going to win it back. Cody Gakpo, not Cody Gakpo. Jeremy Doku now. Why not Jeremy Doku? Hits one.
It's in, and this really takes your breath away. A comeback and a half.
I did not expect him to score there, and I probably should have done, because he's done that before for us last season. He did score a couple from range. He's got that capability. He's got that in him. He's got that in his locker. Jeremy Doku under pressure here with an incredible strike. Alisson probably should save it, let's be honest. But he probably sees it a little bit late, to be fair, given the benefit of the doubt. But it's a great finish by Doku, and we're in the lead in the game that we deserve to win. Great way from Meditao. Now Cody Gakpo up against his former team. Gakpo now goes around Konate. Could Gakpo to make it 4? He does so. He's not going to celebrate against his former team. His first goal he scored against him. He's not going to celebrate. We're going to show respect. But a great goal there. Goes around Ibrahim Konate and finds the back of the net. A fake shot there. Gets around Konate and rifles it past Alisson. And what a game this has been. A game we deserve to win. And finally, we've got that comfortable lead we should have had pretty much from the start. We get another one now. Meditao driving the ball forward. Got a free ball on here. To Mason Mount. Oh, okay. We get a corner though. Kane Trippier. You need a good corner from you, lad. That's a great corner. Who just won that? It was Cody Gakpo. We're going to celebrate this time with the fans. But what a header that was. It caught me so off guard. Didn't expect to score from that corner. I thought we'll just whip it in. It's the end of the game. But what a comeback we pulled off here at Anfield. We deserved to win this game, and we've ended up winning the game, which is very rare in FIFA. That ends up happening. But we managed to pull out a comeback and a half here. I mean, it is a comeback technically, but Liverpool haven't deserved to be in the lead in this game at any point. But they were, obviously, they had a 2-0 lead, but they conceded 5 in a row. And we pick up the win here. Gakpo with 2 goals, Doku with 1. A great performance all around from the team. And you can just see from the stats that we completely dominated the game and we deserved to win it, and we did get the win in the end. Get up against Celtic here, the second team are up for this one, and we should get a victory helping against Celtic away from home. McCallum wasn't starting this one up front for just a ratings boost and pick up a 0-0 draw. Would take it. Okay, as you can see, going into our next game up against Arsenal, we're down in 6th with 11 points, 1 point behind us. And as you can see though, with Man United and Man City at the top of the table, they're currently undefeated still. That's where they're like 5 and 4 points ahead of us, because they're undefeated as I mentioned. I can see we beat Liverpool, who are undefeated, so possibly we can bring it back against like United and Man City. Obviously, as you can see, we scored 20 goals already this season, which is incredible. In 6 games, scoring 20. We conceded 10, which isn't great. Obviously, we put 5 past Liverpool to make their defensive record at 8. We're going to get into this one up against Arsenal, and I believe Alexander Isak should start in this one. We've got Pedro Neto in their team, and also we're going to give Doku and Joe Willock start in this one as well. Do I play Cody Gakpo in the left instead of St. Maximan? We're going to play St. Maximan. And on the bench, do we want to change anyone here? Not particularly Max Aaron's form at target for the pace. But Trippier has gone down to an 86 rating. That's unfortunate. It was 87 rated. It's now gone down to an 86. What's he rated at centre mid? It's only +3. Like Cam, it's a -2. It's a shame. But yeah, we're going to get into this one at St James's Park up against Arsenal. It's going to be the final played game of the episode. But as you can see, they've got a pretty decent team. They're down in 6th flow. But let's get into this. Hopefully get a win. 20 episode off of a win. And we're also going to sim a bunch of games after this. So let's get into the game with 2 former Arsenal men in our team. Obviously with Joe Willock and Kieran Tierney. I'm going to stop waffling now and get into this one. Let's hopefully win this game at home. Doku's starting due to impressive performances recently. And Doku already has made a difference here. Jeremy Doku, can he open the scoring? Miguel Almiron. I mean, has he been replaced? The plan was always for Jeremy Doku to take over eventually. But has he already taken over? Because Almiron isn't getting involved in the play this season. He's not really performing to the level I expect from him. He kind of goes missing in games and doesn't really create much. But Jeremy Doku, on the other hand, as you've seen, has already scored. Beating Alexander Zinchenko, which isn't easy, beating him for pace and a bit of skill, and puts the ball in the back of the net to open the scoring inside the first 2 minutes there. Okay, Gabriel Jesus, de Pedro Neto, from a Wolves man. And we're conceded. That's so annoying. That is so annoying I conceded that, because I tried to move to my other centre-back to move him back over to Gabriel Jesus, but he just moved away from him. It didn't let me switch. It moved him away. And just as quickly as the score, we literally concede the same goal we conceded pretty much. Now I move thingy over, but I tried to select over centre back there, but he ran into Nick Pope for whatever reason. Doku, do you want to do it again? Do you want to just go do it again? Jeremy Doku now. Trivella. Oh, what a save from Ramsdale. I thought it was another goal. Oh, great work from Isak Maximan. It's blocked by Timber. That's on ball. Yeah, thank you. I thought the referee wasn't going to give it. I thought it wasn't going to give him. Kieran Tierney now. Why is it giving me... Kieran Tierney scored some great free kicks last season. Can he score one here? Kieran Tierney put us back in the lead. I don't think I'll put enough power on this one. Kieran Tierney, oh! Did Ramsdale save that? We need to know. We need to know. I can't not know until the highlights given. He did, what a save. I know I didn't put enough power behind it, but what a save from Ramsdale still. It's an awkward height being in the middle of the goal. You don't have to jump up, you don't have to jump down, you just have to lean. But what a save there from Ramsdale to deny us getting back in the lead. Oh, okay, I haven't messed up pass up. I know you're both Brazilian, but I didn't have to pass to Militao. Oh no. Neto now. Oh, I literally had it covered. I had it covered. We're 2-1 down. We are 2-1 down. I had it covered. I had my player on Erdegaard. Why didn't he move? I literally had him on Erdegaard. Look. Why does he move away? I'm not telling him to do that.
That's a lovely goal. Newcastle get the ball.
Oh no, if I concede another goal like that, man. I think I'm playing ultimate team over here with goals and conceding. Use that now.
Well, that save just about keeps him in this.
That's it, Massey man. Has he ever hit that? Okay, we got very unfortunate and then fortunate. For a second, I was about to lose it. I'm not sure why Ramsdale went down so early, but fortunately for us he did, because he allowed the chip to be pulled off. And it comes off the ball and falls back to Jeremy Doku, who grabs his second of the game. Not sure how much you know about it, but he puts the ball in the back of the net. It's a great bit of ball there. Ramsdale goes down early, comes off the bar, and Doku, okay, knew about it, heads it in. Great header there. And Jeremy Doku has possibly cemented himself in the first team. Kieran Tierney, great defending there. And Jeremy Doku. Before half time. Jeremy Doku to complete his hat-trick in the first half. Jeremy Doku, gonna go it alone. Jeremy Doku does. Yeah, he is starting. I can't deny him. We can't deny him. Jeremy Doku has announced himself as a new player down the wing for Newcastle United in the first team. Miguel Almiron gets dropped to the second team. He's not a bad player to have in the second team, obviously, but Jeremy Doku is undeniable right now because Miguel Almiron wanted on this.
Now with Jesus. And it's gone in.
That sort of stemmed from the pass meant for Militao that's just gone into midfield for no reason. What did I say? Arsenal were going to get another goal, and they do.
Back underway and on to Mount.
Mason Mount is blocked by Kimpembe. Unfortunately, ain't going to be a free kick either. Okay, Gakpo got fortunate there. Kolo Muani, you better score. There we go. I got fortunate after getting unfortunate, which is fortunately came our way. And Kolo Muani got himself another goal. We've got a striker dilemma right now because neither striker we have right now is really performing to the level we need them. They're not finishing their chances consistently. I mean, Kolo Muani has done here. But I feel like it's just with time, in a way, they're going to come back into form, especially Alexander Isak. Hopefully with time he's going to get back into form. If not, then we're going to have to make a huge change in January or next season. But Kolo Muani got his second goal of this season in his third game. And his second goal in a played game as well, as he scored against Man City. I believe that was his debut. For Lazari, but Trippier. How is that a foul? That ain't a foul. Okay, of course it's gone back to them. Okay, ref, end the game. There we go, we got a 4-3 victory against Arsenal. It wasn't easy, but we get a win in the end. That's all that matters. And Doku got himself a hat-trick. Gets himself in the first team. What a performance it was from him. Okay, to end the episode, we're going to sim through a bunch of games. First one up against Blackburn Rovers. We're going to pick up it'll be a 0-0 draw. Elise getting sent off. Almiron misses a chance. Get up against top of the group stage, Galatasaray. I've done earlier when the team obviously play that, just get stuck at Galatasaray because for whatever reason you can't buy him from Galatasaray in any career mode. It just says they're unwilling to sell him, which is really annoying. So I tried to use him in a few rebuilds already this FIFA, but every time I wanted to buy him, they don't let me do it. We're going to sim this one. I'm going to pick up a 3-1 win. Eder Militao, Mason Mount, and St. Maximin grabbing goals. Get up against 14th place Brighton. We're going to sim this one with the first team and get a win in this game to maintain our fight back. And as you can see, Gakpo scores, gets sent off low in the game, and Kolo Muani got another goal. Love to see that. And now we can go into the next game up against Peterborough in the Carabao Cup and sim that as well with the second team. Okay, Carabao Cup round of 16 here up against Peterborough. Hopefully it's going to be much easier than it was against Man United in the first leg. Obviously, the first game we had, and we get a 2-1 win, courtesy for Anthony Gordon scoring both goals. Love to see that from him. Okay, West Ham, we're down in 14 players in the league. We're going to sim this one as well with the first team. I'll pick up it's going to be a 6-1 victory. Who scored the goals? Kolo Muani scored 2. Mason Mount scored 2. Mason Mount scored a hat-trick and Joe Linton grabbed one. What a win that is. A 6-1 victory. Okay, for the final sim game, we're today up against Galatasaray, but the second team this time. We're going to sim it here at home and hopefully get a win or a draw in this one. Pick a win or a draw. At least they're grabbing a point for us. Any other scores for them, we'll take it. Okay, and after that game up against Galatasaray, we're going to end it here. And as you can see, we're currently sit third in the Premier League, 4 points behind Man United and Man City are currently undefeated in the Premier League. Also, we have beaten United in this episode. That's a huge win for us. So we've scored so many goals already. We've scored 32 goals. We've conceded 15. So for every goal we score, we concede a goal pretty much. Every 2 goals we score, we concede a goal. That's how it works for us right now. And we've conceded 5, we're 9. So we've got an insane defensive record. As you can see, next episode is going to start off against Leicester. And let's see what other games we have in the next episode in the calendar real quickly. We don't have anyone to spend it in January unless we sell players. We've got Leicester, Spurs, Chelsea, Spurs again, and Leicester again. So we're going to get through December and get into January next episode. Don't think we're going to make any changes in January due to us not having the money for it. And I feel like we just need to kind of get back into our form with this team. Obviously, we have Jeremy Doku now into the first team. We're going to work on his shooting. I believe he's got high tech and work right now. We've been working on that. We're going to get back onto his shooting and keep upgrading that. And possibly we need to start thinking who's going to replace Kieran Trippier. I did mention Trent Alexander-Arnold is the perfect replacement for him. There's also Reece James and Serginho Dest could go for Jeremy Frimpong. But I've used Frimpong before in the career mode, I believe. So I don't really want to use him again right now anyway. So let me know if we should bring in Trent Alexander-Arnold next season, if we do a season 3, sorry. And if we need to bring in a new centre mid. My plan was to move Trippier to centre mid, but if it's going to go down in rating, I'd rather just bring a new centre mid in general and keep Trippier as a backup right back off the bench or something like that, and just keep him for like set plays. And just whenever we need to use him for vibes, so we'll just bring him on, or whenever we want to use him for vibes, we'll use him. That sort of vibe. Similar to how we used Messi in a couple of Chromas, but Kolo Muani comes in. He's done fairly decent already. Obviously, he needs to settle into this team. Scored a few goals. Alexander Isak hasn't really got back to his form just yet, but obviously he had a couple of chances against Arsenal. I don't think there might be an episode, but he had a couple of chances against Arsenal. He didn't score. Ramsdale made some great saves against him. But in terms of top scorers right now, Mason Mount is our top scorer with 10 goals and 1 assist. He's been great since coming in. Joe Midoku with 5 and 3. Kolo Muani has scored 5 and 7. Capo with 5 and 7. And Enrique is doing quite well, 4 and 8. As you can see, we've got some big players down here. Whereas Alexander Isak, yeah, only got 1 goal in 6 games, 2 assists though. For an 86 rated striker, isn't performing at that level, but obviously we've got quite a few games in this episode. He's got a £64 million release scores. I didn't even know. I need to fix that. Actually, that's one thing. Should I give him a release clause? Should I make it interesting? Give him like 150, £200 million release clause, and if a team hits it, pays it, they can have it. Or should I just not give him a release clause and keep him? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, we're going to end the episode there. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications so you don't miss any videos. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of the Newcastle Chromate or Rebuild or whatever comes next. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.